All right, folks, here's Beekeeper Jen.
This is my first unsupervised hive inspection. So I am going to see if I can, I don't know, I'm just going to look at it and see if anything stands out to me. Been doing my research on things that I should look for. Got my all my stuff ready. I'm afraid that I'm going to get stung because we have weather coming in. It's nice and sunshiny right now, but last time I come out here during inclement weather, they attacked me. They got me really good.
Yeah, but it was like during bad weather. Yeah.
I came out to feed them, and it was not a good idea. Lesson learned for sure. So I'm a little bit nervous because last time I was sore for days. I couldn't see out of one of my eyes.
Guys, also, I want you to look at what we got here. So we unboxed some stuff the other day and had this big sheet of styrofoam. And the bees was getting too hot and they was bearding really bad. There was a lot. They was covering the front of this box. So we grabbed that piece of styrofoam and set it up there. And man, what a difference that's made.
Yeah, it's made them really happy, I think.
Yep.
So from what I understand, you just kind of...
Now she's making them mad and I'm standing here with no protection. She's got protection, but I don't.
Maybe I can make some of the smoke go through that too, to kind of. I don't want to get stung again. It hurts, especially when it's a lot. Golly, oh, I don't know what that is, but. Show them this in this corner.
You better look into that.
Yeah. That thing in the corner.
It's a spider.
Oh, it's a spider with babies.
Big old spider with babies, yep.
Okay. Alright. Here's the scary part, Wiley.
Yeah, and I hear them.
Yeah, you hear them in there?
Yep.
They sound like the wind's blowing really hard in there.
You might take that reducer out also.
Yeah, I'm going to.
It don't take much.
The lid's glued shut. Take my hive tool.
Golly. It's glued shut good, ain't it?
Yeah.
Holy moly, that's, I mean, they're doing a pretty good business in there. Not too much, woman.
Let me see that phone real quick, Wiley, so I can show them without you getting too close. I don't know if y'all can see the sweat on my face, but it's dripping. You can tell they're definitely building it out. We've even got some comb showing up on the inner cover. I think that's the right term for it. Look at all that beautiful comb in there. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, here we go. They had already like started sealing the top up here. I'm not sure which one. That smoke's killing me. Gotta set it over there, maybe. It's like in my hood. Okay. Alright, look at that.
Is there some on it?
They're all over this frame, but they're not like building it out or anything.
I mean, is there a possibility
there's a whole bunch in there though?
Huh?
So there's a whole bunch in there though.
Is there a possibility the queen's in that? No.
Nope, I don't think so. Okay. I do see some hive beetles, so we're gonna have to deal with that. I need to get, my friend Michael from Homesteading Outlaws told me to get some unscented dryer sheets to put in here, and that will help take care of them. Look at all that new comb, that's all new.
Is that?
And they're filling it with some nectar, so that's good. What were you gonna ask, Wiley?
That's what I was fixing to ask. Is it nectar or what?
Yeah, I'm looking for... Isn't it amazing how they do that, y'all? Like, bees are so cool. Oh, and these are... That's... I don't know. I think that because all that's filled with nectar, this is probably what they're gonna turn into honey to eat over the winter. I think. If y'all know more about this than me, then... I'm happy to accept any advice. So leave it in the comment section. I hope that bug's on the outside. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna set this to the side real quick.
Supposed to put them back in there.
I don't know. Maybe. I gotta get some room in here to work first. And then I'll put them back in there. All the frames are kind of glued together. As I'm going, I'm trying to find the queen because we could never find the queen before definitively. Dang, that's a heavy frame. I'm afraid to set it down. I don't want to set it down because I don't want to hurt any of them.
Put it back where it goes, whenever you get
Ooh, hey, whoop. I just squished that one. There's a lot of nectar in this one. Look at that, y'all. Can y'all see all that shiny stuff in there? There's a lot of nectar. And then I can't remember what that yellow stuff is that's in there.
the cap.
No. It's like yellow inside the comb. Can y'all see that? The yellow stuff in there? I can't see what the camera's looking at, so. But there's a lot of nectar in there. That's good. All of these I think are just worker bees. Ow, my back hurts. I need to squat down like this. It hurts too much to... And then all of this is... Oh, that's all getting full of nectar too. That's good. I can't tell what's in these.
Maybe you're holding that right in that smoke.
Oh.
I think you're supposed to do that.
Okay, I'm going to put this one back in there. I don't see the queen... But I am seeing a lot of nectar storage, which means that they're doing good. They're getting ready for winter. Again, I'm not an experienced beekeeper, so if I'm saying the wrong things, don't hesitate to call me out on it. I'm not seeing, I only saw like 2 hive beetles in here, so I don't think that's too bad. But I'm going to try to be careful putting this back in here because I don't want to squish any of them. They're so precious. I'm getting sweat in my eyes. Okay, next one. Y'all move so I can hold this. Again, I'm seeing quite a bit more nectar in those. It's hard to see. I was told that the dark like stuff on these means one thing, like all these covered in dark, those might be new bees, maybe? So far I'm not seeing any, oh yeah, there is larvae in there, okay. I think that's all good. Well, there's a lot of larvae in there. Oh, look at that side. Holy moly, look at all that nectar in there. Maybe the sun's hitting it just right and y'all can see it. So this right here, I believe that might be an emergency queen. Maybe? I don't see anything in it. It's hard to tell. Oh, it looks like there's two of them. There might be another one right here. I don't know. I don't know. Calling all more experienced beekeepers to tell me what I'm looking at. I'm gonna have to go do some more research. Move, y'all, move. Move, move. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Was it this one I was going to pull out? Man, that comb's really soft. I keep putting my finger in it, pulling these out. Again, I'm seeing a lot of nectar on this one. Some larvae. Maybe these yellow things are capped brood, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. But all these with the lighter honey or lighter beeswax, I think is like capped honey. If that's the right term for it, I do not know. But I'm kind of trying to find the queen. From what I understand, she will probably be under a cluster of bees. There is a lot of larvae in here, which I believe is a good sign. I think my fire's going out in my box. I see a lot of nectar and a lot of larvae. I still haven't found the queen. Oh, is that another like queen thingy? Oh, hey, she might be right here. There are a lot of little bees right here on this corner. I wonder if she's right there somewheres. Dang it. My hair is all sticking to my face because of the sweat. I see more nectar. The fact that they're not moving from this corner kind of makes me wonder if that's where the queen's at. From From what I understand, the queen will be slightly larger, or she'll be bigger than the others, like longer. I've seen pictures of queens. Obviously, there is a queen in here because there is a lot of larvae. A lot of larvae. Waiting for why they come back with my smoker so I can smoke them just a little bit and then check to see if they're covering her up. What is that?
Your fire went out because it literally burned everything up that was in there.
Ah, oh, there was a hive beetle there I just killed. Yeah, smoke them right here for me. I want to see if that's where the queen's at. Let's see how many are right there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, that was in my eyes.
Hey, I can't see. You're like. It sure acts like it's what it is.
Mm-hmm. All that smoke's going right in my hood. I'm trying not to smash the comb.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, I'm not seeing one there. No. I sure don't see one. Oh, there it is. It's going to be hard to get it back in there, I can tell you that.
I think I'm making them mad.
Yes, you are.
They're trying really hard to cover up this spot. I'm not going to worry about it too much because obviously there's a queen in there or there wouldn't be so many larvae.
But are you going to smash her over there on that corner like you just did?
Maybe not if I brush them all off to get them out of the way. Move.
Why are you putting it? You can't put it in like that. What are you doing?
They're getting louder, Wiley.
Yeah, I think you're using way too much smoke.
They're definitely building out new comb on these ones.
I think I would just spread them apart a little bit.
Ooh, look at those ones. This frame is pretty darn heavy. I'm only seeing a couple larvae in this one. Yeah, I think the darker caps are capped brood where there's larvae, and then these lighter colored ones are honey because I can definitely see the honey in those. Move it, bees. Not trying to smash anybody here.
So, according to this,
That's all new comb.
honey cells are capped with shiny, bumpy wax, and larva cells are like capped flat.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. I don't know that anything's even going on these two frames over here. No, nothing yet. Except you can tell where they've glued them together on the ends. Now, I was watching a video, and the guy was saying that I need to be checking for mites, because this is the time of year when mites can really start to take over and they'll like spread disease. And there's another hive beetle right there. Move, move, let me kill it for you. Oh, it's hiding in that corner. Anyway, I need to be testing for mites, and there's this like little thing you can get on Amazon, and you're supposed to put a couple bees in there or something with some rubbing alcohol, and but I don't have that. So if you have experience and know how to do that without having to have special equipment, let me know, because I know they would have had it done it like back in the day before they had that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it back how I had found it.
Golly, look at all of them over there on that corner.
Yeah, I know. Move, bees, I don't want to squish you. They're all like crawling where I need to push these back together at. I'm just trying to be careful putting it back how I found it so I don't kill any of them. Because if I don't get them back in here the right way, then they're gonna get squished and they won't all fit. I'm dying in this bee suit, it's so hot. I'm gonna take it off and look like I done took a shower. There's a whole lot of bees in the bottom of the hive. Whoop. Uh-oh. Beeswax sure is sticky. Move, move, move. Good golly. They're holding on to each other. They made a bee rope over here. I can't see with this on. I'm sorry, little guy, were you stuck in there? Or are you fixing it? Move, move, move. Okay, got a couple I gotta put back in there. While I'm here, I'm going to pull out the entrance reducer because I think that it can.
Here, wait. They noticed it. Whoa!
I don't know what I'm doing. It's all stuck together.
All you had to do is stick it in there and pry the introducer out.
Oh, yeah. That's it. We're just going to set this over here to the side. That will help them breathe better. I'm looking at down here and I'm wondering if that's like, I know the mites are super tiny, but I'm wondering if that's kind of signs of mites down here. First, I'm going to put this back on. Whew, it's so hot. I'm dripping everywhere.
Now you're getting them riled up and you run out of
Smoke.
propane.
Yeah. I just don't want to smash them all.
They're absolutely swarming you right now.
I squished a couple, dang it. There we go. Ow. Ugh. It hurts to get back up. I'll put this back on here. Whew. And then I'm going to put this back on there. Try to do it in a way that if it holds water, it's going to hold water on the back side. Well, y'all, that's that. I had to get out of that bee suit. I am like soaked with sweat. Whew, it's hot. I'm gonna go do some research, and if you have any suggestions for me in the comment section, let me know. I did make some sugar water for the bees today, but I'm waiting for it to cool off, and then I'm gonna try the mason jar method because I don't have a beehive feeder thing. So I'm just going to use like a half-gallon size mason jar filled up with sugar water and then put a metal lid on it with a ring and poke some holes in it. And from what I understand, you can like set it upside down and they can go up underneath it and kind of drink out of the holes and it shouldn't spill. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot and see if that works. I was doing a different thing where I was putting the sugar water in like a Ziploc bag, and then I was taking a tack and poking a bunch of holes in the bag with the tack and then just laying it flat. And I was filling up quart-sized bags. Of course I wasn't filling them up because then they'd leak everywhere, but I was filling them up to where they were like little pillows and they would eat those so fast. So I'm going to try the half-gallon size mason jar with the metal ring and the lid because like I said, I don't have hive feeders, so I'm going to try that. I don't want to have to put on that bee suit every single day to come out and feed them. I will if I have to because I'm really determined to raise bees, and I guess someone said that if it was easy, everybody would do it. Anyway, if you got any advice for me, drop it in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all next one. Bye, y'all.